succulent growers, it's Lynn, and in today's video this is going to be a repotting video and also an update on the Epiphyllum German Empress Cactus that I made a video of about a couple of weeks ago on how it's doing today. And I've repotted it, as you can see here, and I'm going to be showing you the repotting video in this video, so do stay tuned. And I'll tell you also, I'll go through how it's recovered since then. So if you didn't see that original video that I made about my Epiphyllum German Empress, I was very worried about it because it was going yellow and it seemed to have all the dieback from the leaves. And every time I tried to propagate the healthy leaves, they also kept going yellow and dying back. Bit of a mystery, but I'm happy to say it is recovering amazing. And if you didn't see that original video, do go and watch it so you can see what it looks like now. It was only a couple of weeks ago. I'll link that video up above and down below in the video description. So first I'm going to tell you about what I did. After I made that video, I decided to take it out of the pot, check over the root system in case there was pests and things like that. Great root system, very healthy root system. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a repot and just see how it goes. Now I decided to soak the whole of the root ball overnight in a bowl of water to thoroughly loosen up the roots and to completely hydrate the plant. I'd been watering it anyway, but I just thought a good soak would also bring up if there's any insect pests you can't see on the roots, they'd float up to the top of the water the next day. No signs of pests, great root system. So after soaking it overnight, I then, the following morning, I gently prodded it with a little blunt stick just to loosen up the soil as well and make sure that the water was all the way through the root system. And then I got it out and then I decided let it drain, and then I made some soil mix up and I used an epiphytic cactus soil. I use a different soil totally to the soil I use for my desert cacti. In this case I used a bit of loam, John Innes number 2, plenty of perlite, a bigger handful of sand, sharp horticultural sand, and about quarter peat as well. I only use peat with my epiphytic cacti, not with my desert cacti. So make sure that the soil is free draining, but it's also more moisture retentive than I would for desert cacti. Gave it all a good mix around with all the perlite. Then I chose a pot. In this case, I chose this pot here that's got a little hanger on it. And the hanger's great because it means I can hang this up in the polytunnel in the spring and summer. Then I put some soil in the bottom of the container, about 2 inches. Then I got Hans to help me. We pruned back the dead leaves off this Epiphyllum German Empress to make it look a lot tidier. There's a lot of dry leaves and a lot of yellowing leaves. Cut it all back. Then we placed this into the new container and put all the soil all around it and gently tapped the soil, tapped the pot to make sure the soil was going all around the root system, and then gently pressed it down as well. And then what we did afterwards, obviously we labelled it and sprayed the foliage with rainwater to completely hydrate this plant, and then we given it another bit of a light watering as well. And then we just brought it down and placed it here like you can see. Now, I don't normally water my cacti when I first repot them, but with epiphytes it's sort of okay, and this did need to be hydrated. So how's it looking now, 2 weeks later after that? Well, very happy guys. As I'm sure you can see if you've watched the original video, these leaves are starting to green up. A little bit yellow here still, but the difference is the yellow is not spreading down. In fact, the green is starting to go up. It's going along the main part of the leaf here, the vein, and it's greening up. It's also, although a little bit wrinkly, it's firming up, as you can see like that. Before it was just limp like paper. So it is doing remarkable. This is also very healthy green growth. And I know that this plant has, in the short time it has come on amazing. So guys, a lot of people said about giving it a repot, and I honestly didn't think it needed it, especially as it's a bit of a mystery because when I took the cuttings of the healthy green ones, they were still dying back. But I just think this just needed a good repot, plenty of nutrients, and it is already in such a short space recovered so well. So stay tuned for regular updates. Good to have a bit of good news here. I've got this in my kitchen close to the window, but a bit more indirect light because they don't like to have too much intense sun, but it's a good spot for it. And I'll do regular updates in the future. If you want to know how to care and grow for epiphyllum cacti, epiphytic cacti, do check out a video I've already made on how to care for epiphytic cacti. Links above and down below. And also, I just want to show you how remarkable the flowers are on this Epiphyllum German Empress. Here's a couple of photographs. I'm sure you'll agree it's absolutely stunning. So this may not flower this year because I had to do a major sort of repot and prune back on it. But hopefully we'll see lots of flowers on this in the future. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. It's good to have a bit of good news. And if you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe. Do click the notification bell. If you can, leave a comment in the comments down below, even if it's just a smiley face or a heart, because it really does help the algorithm. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon. And for more growing tips, do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic plant-powered day.